Hi, I'm Beck and I'm a property investor.
And I'm Daria. I own my own home and I'm curious about investing.
We're the hosts of Investors in the Wild.
We've heard it all before. Build your wealth, get expert advice, learn about high yield, high growth investments, blah, blah, blah.
That's just not us. We're real mates with real talk about real estate. No ego, no financial advice.
It's all about wins you can use right now.
Let's get into it.
We're back for another episode of Steve Says, where we take you on inspections with my dad, Steve, and give you a look behind the scenes at how investors weigh up different properties so that you can get some ideas of what to look for when you're inspecting too. And this one's got a lot of twists and turns. Now, while most of our listeners prefer to have us on audio while they're walking or cleaning, the Steve Says episodes have a fair bit of video content. We want to make sure you feel like you're in the inspection with us. You're looking at the house, you're seeing the things that we're seeing. And when Steve points out something like gutters or weird roof features, that you can see them at the same time so that you know what to look for when you're inspecting. So if you normally don't look at video, cool. But make sure you switch it on at moments where there's something in particular that you want to see. We looked at 6 places this Saturday, including an apartment, which will probably surprise you if you know me. The suburbs we went to were Newtown, Waterloo, and Beaconsfield, so all around the same area. Okay, first place, 69 Raglan Street, Waterloo. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Guiding $1.65 million. What we liked about this place, this house was on a really nice wide street, 10 minutes walk to the Waterloo metro station and 15 minutes walk to Redfern train station. There were parks nearby, pretty good price, like I said, 1.65 million, especially relative to the yield. If you replace the kitchen, the agent says, we all know you need to take this with a grain of salt, but the agent thinks that you can get $1,500 a week rent. What we liked, it does need work. The kitchen needs to be redone. The bathroom needs to be redone. You could also extend out the back of the house and make it look quite nice. It does raise the question of whether that part of Waterloo, whether that street really needs quite a nice house. None of the houses on the street looked nice, but I don't want to get into what we don't like yet. 2 more good things, potential to add a car spot and very high ceilings in the house. Made it feel very grand walking through. What we didn't like about the house, only 1 bathroom. The street was quite scrappy. It did include social housing, which decreases the value of a property. The car spot isn't guaranteed, hasn't yet been approved by council. So bit of a gamble there. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a lot of work to do the place up. And there's no real guarantee investing that much and making the place nicer in that part of Waterloo will necessarily add value. And then the last thing that wasn't great, these weird fake bricks. For some reason, it was a week of fake bricks. You're going to see more come through. Steve didn't join us for this house, so no rating. But he wouldn't have liked it. Oh, another thing we didn't like, it was a 2-story house, but on that second floor, it was split into 2 different floors as well. So there were a lot of stairs. Steve wouldn't have liked that. He's getting a bit older, doesn't like steep steps, doesn't like uneven, narrow steps, and it ticked all of those boxes. Next property, 80 Angel Street. 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, no car spots. It's in Newtown, really nice part of Newtown. Very quiet. 3 major problems with this place. Number 1, no car spot. Number 2, this massive tree in the backyard. It's a native tree. You wouldn't want to get rid of it. You couldn't ever get rid of it, but that's going to be dropping branches. It interferes with your ability to build back, to build up. And so the third reason why we weren't really into this place, you just couldn't really add value. So Angel Street, struck off, not even going to bother rating it. The next place you'll be happy to know, Steve was there, Steve gave a rating, and he picked up on some really interesting things. 29 Gowrie Street, Newtown. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, guiding 1.7 to 1.8. It's going to auction this weekend, so we'll let you know how it goes. What we liked about this place, the first thing is the location. The suburb, strictly speaking, is Newtown, but it's on the cusp of Newtown and Erskineville. So really villagey, community-like, social suburbs, but also on 2 different train lines. So Newtown Station is on 1 train line, Erskineville's on another train line. So if one goes down, you've still got other options to get around. What we liked, it was a big house, really wide, whereas as you might have picked up with the other places, they can be a bit narrow. This place was nice and wide, Lots of natural light because you're not boxed in on both sides. It was good enough to live in now, but you could renovate it and make it look really, really beautiful. And especially in that area, there is an appetite for more premium, beautiful houses there. What wasn't great, really quickly, no car spot, one bathroom. Lots of small steps all over the house again. It was quite uneven and it can be expensive to adjust floors so that things are even. And the biggest thing that Steve pointed out was
There's no fan in the bathroom.
oh shit, none at all.
No.
No fan. Good catch. I guess everything just goes out that window.
Just want to know, are these screws?
Yeah, they are.
So what they've done, they put this like a sheeting on top because they would have got mould like what there is still.
Oh, so they've put a sheet over the top to hide the mould.
Correct. Because you definitely get mold. But that's just not enough here.
Why would you do that, Dad? Why wouldn't you just add a fan in?
It all depends. Maybe I can't go from the top. You can go from here, but it's going to cost money.
Yeah, okay, interesting. So putting a sheet over the mould is easier to solve. Yeah, okay. This bathroom didn't have an exhaust fan, which means lots of moisture and mold. Then, as we were looking at the ceiling, that's Steve pointing out that a sheet had actually been added to the roof of the bathroom to hide the mold. He knows this because he bought a place where the previous owner had done the exact same thing. Bolt a sheet to the ceiling of the bathroom so that the mold can't be seen. Steve, star rating for this one. All right, so how many stars would you give that place?
I think the location's good. I think it's perfect location.
Yeah, that's a great location. Really great street.
I think probably 3. I don't like the bathroom, the steps.
Okay, at this point, we're halfway through our day. I'll fly through the next one. It had everything wrong with it. 9, Albemarle Street, also in Newtown. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. There was a lot of water damage with this place. You can see this video of the roof, lots of damage on that roof. Dad was quite confident the roof needed to be completely replaced. Not surprisingly, then when you go into the house, there was lots of water damage in the house as well. The bricks at the front were painted on. The house had been freshly painted, which, of course makes you think, okay, what are they hiding? Dad found this water damage where the antenna is. What are you doing?
They painted it. It's got a bit of water damage here. I don't know where from. See? That's
No, it's water damage.
because you can feel it. It's coming off. Well,
Wait.
underneath it.
Yeah, right. Oh gosh, that just peels.
I know. That's
This was potentially the grossest thing I have seen in a while, a shared kitchen and bathroom.
So you've got the kitchen and the bathroom together.
Yeah, there's not even like a proper wall. That's really not a lot of privacy. It's pretty gross, isn't it?
Oh, but I'm not impressed with this.
Not at all. Like there wasn't even a proper wall separating the bathroom from the kitchen. Just think about that. It's gross. Now, the thing that I found interesting about this place is the story of the place next door. The place next door was purchased about 8 years ago. It had the exact same floor plan, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, shared bathroom and kitchen. So they bought it for $1 million. Then in 2018, they spent $500,000 developing the house so that it was 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Look at the pics. It looks spectacular. So they bought it for $1 million. They spent $500,000 fixing it up. So we're at $1.5 million worth of spend. They just sold it for $2.5 million. It really shows buying it the right place at the right time and building at the right time can add a lot of value. Now, the place that we were looking at, they were wanting 1.8 for the house. 1.8 plus now the building cost would be, we're estimating about 700,000. You really don't have a lot of gain available. How many stars would you give that one, Dad?
2.
2.
Yeah.
Why?
Just too dark. Look, it's too dark. It's also, you've got the houses on one side, you're not getting any sun at all. And you've got a fair bit of water damage.
Steve says 2 stars for this place. Second last place, Curveball. We inspected an apartment. Unit 11 at 197 Victoria Street, Beaconsfield. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, guiding 1.35. God, I love apartment prices relative to house prices. So what we liked, nice aspect, renting at $1,200 a week. So that's a fantastic yield. And honestly, with apartments, you do tend to get good yields. But this place reminded me why I never want to buy an apartment again. Check this out. That's some pretty crazy water damage as you enter. Then you go into the bathrooms. You can see that the bathrooms really haven't been sealed very well. Here in the kitchen, there's no skirting board between the kitchen sink and the window. And you can see that the wood has started rotting. It's not an old building. The building's about 15 years old. It should not be showing this level of wear and tear already. And then the final interesting thing, check out these stairs as you go into and out of the apartment. There's no grout. What are you saying?
They've never grouted. There hasn't been grouted before. What they would have done, they would have put sand. As soon as the water gets to it,
I just washed
digs it up.
Yeah.
There's no cement.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have put any cement in there. It's all fucking sand. That's the problem.
Yeah.
See it here. Look here.
Just wait. Yeah, it's like they've almost gotten a paint and coloured it in and hope that it's not really noticeable. About the grout.
Yeah, they're fixing it right now.
It's not an old building to have these issues.
It shouldn't.
It is not an old building. Look at this, Dad.
Now I spotted something else here.
What have you spotted? What is it?
This is rust.
Oh yeah, it is.
What a rust.
It actually looks like they've tried to paint between the tiles to hide the fact that it hasn't been grouted. And so sure, they're raising a special levy and it's going to be an extra $3,000 a quarter for the next year to pay for that. But I can't help but think if you've got so much going wrong in a place that's only 15 years old, it's not going to get any better. This is a very bad building quality. You've got this random part of a tile just broken, rusted door frame where there shouldn't even be water getting into there. I don't know why that's as rusted as it is. And then you've got this random rotting wood over here at the entrance. Like, what is happening? This is exactly why apartments are dangerous. There were young couples inspecting that apartment, looking at that place and not even realizing the level of damage that they're buying into. I didn't even ask Steve for a star rating here. I'm just not going to waste my breath. There's no point in even entertaining a further conversation around that place. Apartments, especially ones that have been built more recently, they're problematic at best. All right, last but not least, 200 Victoria Street, Beaconsfield. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car spot, guiding at 1.8. Could bring in about $1,000 a week rent. What we liked, 900 meters to Green Square Station, which is about a 13-minute walk. 10 minutes to the grounds of Alexandria, which is a major social hub in the area. Nice quiet street, high ceilings, newly renovated, so you could move into it now. And then check this out. There's also the option to add more value because the other houses alongside have built up, and the place next door has a studio at the back as well on top of the garage, if you want to maybe toy with a dual income situation. What we didn't like, I know I said the newly renovated you can move in as an asset, but for us, it's not what we're looking for. We want a place we can add value. There was also a lot of water damage. Even though it had been recently renovated, check this out.
It's water.
Can you press it again?
Look at the water damage coming through there. And here.
Is the wall meant to be that soft?
This is just a shortcut. They've just clattered this on. There's no support behind it.
Is that meant to be firmer?
Well, it's supposed to be firm. A bit better. Here, this is coming off. There's all this is a lot of water damage. Look. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
There's no downpipe. There's only one downpipe on the other side. That's why the water comes from this way. Nothing. Only one downpipe.
One downpipe right down the end there.
Yeah. The water's not going to be able to go.
You're saying the water's going there and it's coming.
It's coming. It's got to go somewhere.
Okay. Watch your step, Dad. That's water damage down the side of the house, alongside the windows of that newly renovated bathroom. So it looks nice on the inside, but on the outside, it's got problems. As Steve points out, there's only really one downpipe for that whole side of the house. And then it needs to go down somewhere, and it's going down the side of the house and damaging the side of the house. And then, as we said in one of the pros, there is an option to build at the back of the house and build on top of the house, but that's expensive. The house is guiding 1.8. Let's assume it goes for 2. It needs another 700 to make it into a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. That ends up being a very expensive property for the area. I forgot to ask for a star rating for this one. I was just too disappointed with how blah the week's inspections had been, and that I didn't feel excited about a single place. But to end positively, that means there'll be more inspections next week, more Steve Says episodes, more golden nuggets from him. And so we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Hey, it's Daria. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow us on Spotify and drop a rating or a review. It'll help others find the show. And if you know someone who'd benefit from this conversation, please share it with them. We'd also love to hear from you, so DM us on Instagram at Investors in the Wild with feedback, questions, or topic ideas. And if you're an investor with insights to share, hit us up on Instagram or email us at investorsinthewild@gmail.com. After all, we're all mates helping each other.